What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this topic, and I want to discuss this situation that's going down with Lady Gaga and Diddy. So there's multiple outlets reporting that a powerful law firm out of New York City dropped Diddy because Lady Gaga is a client of this law firm, and she basically gave the law firm an ultimatum and basically communicated to the law firm that if they didn't drop Diddy as a client, that she was leaving. Now, before I give you guys my opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and play these clips because I have some raw feelings about this. So sit tight and I'll be back.
Say what you want about Diddy. I think we can all agree that if you got a lawyer, it is wild foul for somebody else to tell your lawyer, hey, get rid of that person as a client. That's what Lady Gaga did. Lady Gaga and Diddy apparently both share this fancy New York City corporate law firm, and Lady Gaga gave them an ultimatum. Me or Diddy. If you're going to keep representing Diddy, you can't represent me. Now, that's kind of foul because Buddy need all the lawyers he could get right now. It's also kind of foul because it's like, yo, it's an attorney-client relationship. What it got to do with you? But you may not have known, it could also potentially be illegal. Now, it's not clear, but there's a cause of action, a claim you can make called tortious interference with contract. So I got a contract with somebody. They stop performing under the contract. In this case, the lawyer stops providing legal services. Why? Because somebody else interfered. You can file a lawsuit for something called tortious interference with a contract. What would a court do? Not clear. It is not at all something that's easy to do. These are the types of laws that only matter for rich people, because if you got a lot of money, you could go file that lawsuit, litigate it in court for years, and find out, is it legal or is it illegal to do what Lady Gaga just did with this lawyer. Now, chances are Diddy got all the legal problems in the world, and he's not going to want no smoke with nobody about nothing. So this story will just pass. But be advised, if you got a contract with somebody, someone else is trying to mess with it, go talk to a lawyer.
Hey peoples, it is time for your Diddy news update, and it's getting worse. It looks like the powerful law firm Girdman, Shire, Marcellus, and Sachs has dropped Diddy at, and everyone is alleging it's because of Lady Gaga. Now, the rumor out there was stating that Lady Gaga went to the law firm Girdman, Shire, Marcellus, and Sachs and told them if they did not drop Diddy, she was gonna leave. Now, this law firm represents a lot. The Weeknd, Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, Chris Brown, Lizzo, Lil Wayne, Carly Rae Jepsen, Nav, Lil Nas, hell, Sarah McLachlan, Janae, Steve. Hell, you even got LeBron, Bronny, and Bryce, Robert De Niro. Yeah, Diddy would have to go too. But it was just a rumor. Lady Gaga and her law firm and her team both stated that she had nothing to do with it. Actually, the law firm Girdman, Shire, Marcellus, and Sachs said they made this decision months ago. They felt it was the right thing to do. He was dropped 8 weeks ago due to the nature and the number of allegations that were against him. Because how the f*** you gonna fight all these people? And you know when your law firm drop you, baby, you got problems. I want to know who the f*** is about to pick up this case, because this law firm was going hard for him, really hard for him, especially going against Blackburn and Associates. Now he don't even have them, baby. Just go ahead and wrap this up, put this shit in a bow, and go ahead and take his ass to jail. Take him to jail.
Lady Gaga had a powerful law firm drop Diddy. The law firm GSM&S ended up dropping Diddy after Lady Gaga gave them an ultimatum. Lady Gaga said that she was going to leave the firm if they did not drop Diddy as a client. And this law firm is known to work with a lot of prominent people inside the music industry. And Diddy has been a client for this law firm for over 20 years, and he's good friends with the lawyer Alan Grubman. And this law firm ended up dropping Diddy because they could not afford to lose Lady Gaga or any other of their prominent artists. And then it really made me curious why Lady Gaga of all people would come at Diddy like this. Because we know pretty much everybody has been tight-lipped when it comes to anything about Diddy. And a few years ago, during the Me Too movement, Lady Gaga finally came out and explained how she was essayed at 19 years old by a music producer, and that they threatened to burn her music, and then she ended up being pregnant by the person who did this to her.
Total psychotic break, years after being left pregnant by her alleged best. A producer said to me, "Take your clothes off." And I said no. And I left. And they told me they were gonna burn all my music. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and then I just froze and I just funny to remember. But the Grammy Award-winning singer said she will not publicly name her alleged abuser. I understand this Me Too movement. I understand that some people feel really comfortable with this, and I do not. I do not ever want to face that person again.
And the first place that Lady Gaga was signed to was Def Jam back in 2006, and guess how old she was? 19. And it says here that she was signed by L.A. Reid. And we know that L.A. Reid was accused of SA around the same time that Diddy was getting hit with all of these different lawsuits. The woman said that she was SA'd twice in 2001 and that he would cut her budget, and he was known to sideline artists when they refused his advances. And that sounds pretty similar to the things that Lady Gaga was experiencing. I mean, she said that the person threatened to burn her music, and we know that she was only signed to Def Jam for 3 short months before they dropped her. And then you have Diddy's lawsuit with this young Jane Doe who was alleged that she was SA'd by multiple people, and allegedly L.A. Reid is one of these people in this lawsuit. And we know back when Lady Gaga was signed to Def Jam before she was fired after only 3 months, Jay-Z was still the president of Def Jam at that time. And we've heard all of these rumors about Jay-Z, Diddy, L.A. Reid, Russell Simmons. It's like they all knew what was going on in the industry, or allegedly could have participated in some of the stuff going on. And although Lady Gaga has never named her abuser, I'm really curious if this is why she's throwing these shots at Diddy, giving this law firm an ultimatum to go with him to court. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Alright, so you guys just saw and heard all of that. Now I want to take the time to read you some responses that I came across on Twitter as it pertains to this matter. And the Real Florida Girl says, T is that Lady Gaga was a scapegoat and that the lawyers are stopping working for the dealer because he's into some real deep S. Charges are on the way for sure. I give it by July or sometime in August. It's coming though. It's his fault and he deserves it. Then Greg Fresh says, when did Lady Gaga last release a chart-topping song? She's not bigger than Diddy, and if you're a law firm, you would keep Diddy for the future lawsuits and business for the company. Now Streamboat says, now that's just unethical. Believe it or not, he has a right to have legal consultation and a defense. Who the F is she to say he gotta be dropped? Then this person says, that doesn't seem right. Willing to bet that Lady Gaga is an excuse or never made such an ultimatum. Then another person says, this really doesn't make sense. Why drop a client that's about to potentially pay you millions to work his defense? Gaga ain't better than Diddy in notoriety or financially. Then another person says, Diddy is richer than her though. Then another person says, but she was okay with working with R. Kelly until Surviving R. Kelly came out, but made Diddler's next lawyer be a public defender. Then someone else says, shame on Gaga. Every person, whether guilty or innocent, is entitled to legal representation. Alright, so this is my thoughts on this. I believe that Lady Gaga definitely went to the law firm and gave them an ultimatum. I believe that it got out and now the law firm is trying to save face. I really feel that at the end of the day, if the law firm wanted to cut ties with Diddy, now they're saying that they are cutting ties or have cut ties with Diddy. I believe that that should have been it. It shouldn't have been anybody, any other clients that they work with to influence their decision. Because at the end of the day, if you just don't want to work with somebody, it should come from the law firm itself. Now, I'm conflicted about this because I can see both sides. But the one thing that I can't get with is the fact that Lady Gaga will not talk about the person or give up the name of the individual that SA'd her. And then on top of that, she gave R. Kelly the benefit of the doubt before he was found guilty because she still worked with him musically. And then when Surviving R. Kelly came out, then she distanced herself. So what's so different about giving Diddy the benefit of the doubt if you gave R. Kelly the benefit of the doubt? Because I'm pretty sure that Lady Gaga was in those rooms where people were discussing all of the rumors that were surrounding R. Kelly. Because see, I'm the type of person, while understanding that there are certain levels to certain rumors, but if I keep hearing these rumors talked about over and over and over again regarding a certain person, and mind you, I'm talking about the type of rumors that was circulating around a R. Kelly and a Diddy, I will not work with that individual. And if I lose my opportunity to work with someone like that musically, if I was in the game, listen, it's all good. If they don't want to work with me after the fact that some things were cleared up and they were exonerated of all accusations and allegations and things like that and charges, then that's fine too. But at the end of the day, if certain individuals keep coming out and saying the same exact thing about a particular person, that particular person violated someone at least once, and I don't want to attach myself to that. That's just me personally. Now, another thing that came across my mind when I read this story was the word privilege. I don't know what it was, guys, but the first thing that came to my mind was privilege, and it just doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't. I understand that Lady Gaga may be taking a stand for women, and I'm behind that 100%. But again, guys, it's just rubbing me the wrong way. I just feel like Lady Gaga is exercising her privilege here. Now, I don't want to make it about, melanated or non-melanated individuals and things like that, but I just can't help it. It crossed my mind. Now, another thing I want to point out is the fact that I understand what Chris Brown did to Rihanna was just egregious. It was years ago. I don't discredit the fact that he was a young man. He should have known right from wrong. You never put your hands on a woman in that way. But the last time I checked, Chris Brown is being represented by this same law firm, but Lady Gaga doesn't have the same type of energy for Chris Brown, and neither does the law firm because they're still representing Chris Brown. I just find it particularly odd and interesting at the same time. Now, I do understand that Chris Brown was much younger when the situation went down with Rihanna, and he doesn't have a repetitive history like a Diddy in regards to that situation, but at the end of the day, we all saw the photos of Rihanna's face, and if you're gonna stand on morals when it comes to anybody. But anyway, this is how I feel about this particular situation. Again, I want to reiterate that I don't understand how Lady Gaga goes to the law firm and say, hey, if you don't drop Diddy, I'm walking, when she can't even come out and expose the individual that SA'd her. And then when you think about it in its totality, the fact that you won't expose that person, and she said that she doesn't even want to be near him, you're giving this individual, this predator, a chance to do it over and over and over again. So you're protecting a predator, but yet you want to go to the law firm because you don't agree with Diddy. And I get it. But I'm gonna need you to keep that same stance all across the board. How much you guys want to bet that the particular person that she's protecting is a YT man? I bet you it's a YT man, because at the end of the day, the top at Def Jam, come on, man. Those are those type of executives up there. I guarantee you she's protecting somebody that looks like her. But anyway, I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.